I've got 10 100% guaranteed, no risk, profitable trade ups. Starting off here with the bank collection. We're going to be starting cheap and moving on up, as this one's only going to be running you about $1.20. It was $1 before the update, now it's $1.20, but the profitability is still absolutely insane. On average, you're going to be making about a 25-cent profit per trade up, which is crazy. For this one, we're going to be getting 10 skins from the bank collection. These are minimal wear, 0.0875 or below on the float for these ones. They're in minimal wear. Let's go get it. Here we are for this one. The outcomes are all relatively the same. We are looking for one of the tuxedos, and exactly, that's what we're looking for. These are the most profitable outcomes. Trade up number 2, we're going to be heading on over to the Spectrum 2 collection. For this one, we're going to be going for 10 stat track field tested skins, 0.2075 or below on the float. 15 cents is actually going to be above the cheapest buy order on these items, which is absolutely perfect, and that's the price point I went with. Coming out to our outcomes, you can see why it's a perfect budget master right here. Only $1.50, and it's guaranteed profit. We're going to be looking at above a 50-cent profit on nearly 3/5 of the outcomes here, which is absolutely insane. Let's go get it. And here we are for this one. We're looking for the MP9 or the CZ. Absolutely perfect. That is the best outcome. We'll take it. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're giving you a $10 bonus with code MasterShiny just to try them out. They're my go-to selling spot with the highest rate for sellers, and it's super easy to use. They're going to be currently the best option, paying over 100% when you use that $10 bonus. They're super trusted when it comes to transactions, and it took me just about 2 minutes for me to get my over $200 from this Emerald Jormungandr. They've got tons of different payout options, and they're also going to be having a super low fee buyers marketplace. It's super easy, tons of deals cheaper than Steam, and tons of different deposit options. This deal won't last forever. Make sure you check them out today with that top link in the description. Our third trade up, we're going to be heading on over to the Clutch collection. Now this one's going to be a 9-1 split. We're going to be looking for 1 factory new skin, stat track from the Clutch collection, 0.035 or below on the float, and 9 minimal wear skins, 0.0805 or below on the float. For these ones, I went with a buy order of 28 cents. Now when we come down to our outcomes, we can see exactly what we're looking for. We really need to hit either the Glock 18 Moonrise or the Mag 7 Swag 7. Those are going to be the biggest profit outcomes. The other 3 are relatively break even. You might make a little bit on the Lionfish, but you really need one of those first 2 outcomes. Now we're going pretty quick through these ones because they're nice and cheap, and honestly it's not too expensive of a trade up, but please, let's see it. Ooh, you know, it is one of the okay outcomes, but it's definitely not the most ideal. Trade up number 4 is where things are starting to heat up just a little bit. We're only at that $5 range. For this one, we're going to be grabbing 10 field tested skins from the Fracture collection. These ones are absolutely normal as can be. 0.2 or below on the float is exactly where you're going to want to be. I went with a 48-cent buy order. Prices are up a little bit for this one, unfortunately. Coming down to our outcomes, we can see it doesn't really matter too much what we're going to be getting. M4A4 Tooth Fairy is going to be the most ideal at 50 cents a profit. Glock 18 is going to be about a 30-cent profit, and the XM1014 is going to be at a 20-cent profit. Now for this one, you can also do it in stat track, but we're only going to run this one normal. Here we are, hoping we get at least a little bit lucky, walk away with the M4A4 Tooth Fairy, and hey, that's absolutely perfect. Best outcome, can't do any better. Heading on into trade up number 5, this is going to be the last cheaper option for you, under $5. The rest of them are more expensive, but this one's going to be super fun. It's going to be a 3-7 Prisma 2 split. Now for this one, we're going to be looking for 3 factory new skins in stat track, obviously, 0.035 or below on the float, and an 89-cent buy order is what I personally went with, and 7 minimal wear skins. These ones 0.085 or below on the float, and a 30-cent buy order is what I personally went with. Coming down to our outcomes, we've got a 2/5 chance of making some mega money, looking at over a $3 profit on the Fever Dream or the Darkwing. The Acid Etched or the Enforcer are going to be about a 75-cent profit, and the Apocalypto, unfortunately, is going to be a break even. Here we are. Honestly, anything but the Apocalypto, I'm going to be pretty satisfied, but I'd love to see one of those profit. It's about $1 profit. I will definitely take it. It is definitely decent. Trade up number 6 is where I start to have a good time. We're rolling on into the more expensive trade ups. This one's still on the cheaper end of that. We're going to be heading on over to the Danger Zone collection, and man, these floats are not easy. I'll be completely straight up with you. 0.1875 or below on this one. This is one of the most well-known no-risk trade ups out there, and you're going to be throwing a 61-cent buy order, so staying relatively competitive on the price at least. Coming down to our outcomes, you can see it is even all across the board. It's about a 50-cent profit no matter what you get, which is very nice, but obviously getting those skins is not the easiest thing in the world. Here we are. This one does not really matter, so let's get through it. And bang, perfect, exactly what we're looking for. We'll take it. Now here we are for Trade Up 7, and Trade Up 7 is as simple as it gets. We're going to be heading on over to the Dust 2, the active dropping collection. For this one, we're going to be getting 10 field tested skins, 0.175 or below on the float for these blue ones, 83 cents on the buy order. They're up a little bit because of obviously they're a filler skin, but when we look at the outcomes, we can see exactly what's up. We're going to be getting a factory new Amber Fade, going to run us about a $2 profit, which is absolutely perfect. And here we are, as simple as it gets. Boom, that is factory new and a $2 profit. Trade up number 8 should be a bit of a familiar face. We're going to be heading on over to the Danger Zone collection once again. This one's going to run you $11.20 because we're throwing a $1.12 buy order on 10 of these stat track field tested skins. 0.1875 or below on the float is what you're going to be needing. Now coming down to our outcomes, we can see this one's a little bit more diverse. $2.60 profit on that Deagle, about a break even on the UMP, and about a 50-cent profit on the MP5. Significantly different than the other one. This one's a little bit more high risk, obviously, but there is zero risk involved. You can't lose. Here we are. I'm excited for this one. This is where some big money, especially the 2 trade-ups after this, can be made. Give us a quick countdown of 3, 2, 1, and... you know, it's not the UMP, so it is profit. Now, I have no idea what happened to Tradeup 9 because we're going to be making on average a $4 profit per. It's a $20 Tradeup. We're going to be heading on over to the CS20 collection. Now, for this one, we're going to be grabbing our skins in stat track, specifically for field tested skins. 0.1825 or below on the float, and a $1.25 buy order is exactly market price. 6 minimal wear skins, 0.0825 or below on the floats for these ones, and $2.42 on the buy order. You can switch it up and make the floats easier if you need, but coming down to our outcomes, you can see exactly why this one's so profitable. $5.50 with the P90, $4 with the AUG, and $2 with the MP9. Absolutely insane. Let's go get it. Here we are for this one. We've got a special name tag down here, Oompa Loompa. Hopefully that can give us some luck. Hit that P90. Once again, countdown 3, 2, 1, and... it's the worst outcome, but it's still profit. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this last trade up. 150% profitability, $10 on average you're going to be making if you can pull this trade up off. We're heading on over to a 50-50. 5 skins are going to be coming from the Gamma 2 collection. These ones 0.0925 or below as their minimal wear, and $1.36 on the buy order. It's relatively attainable, especially with the market the way it is right now. I will definitely say the floats are not the easiest, but this is a mega profit trade up for a reason. The other 5 skins are going to be coming from a snake fight. We're going to be getting 1 minimal wear skin, 0.0925 or below for the float. This one is $1.36. The remaining 4 snake bite skins are going to be factory new, 0.035 or below on the float for these ones, and $3.32. Now coming down to our outcomes, oh my gosh, it is crazy. $24 profit on the fuel injector, 17 on the MP9 airlock. Otherwise, Galil, MP9 are both going to be about an $8 profit, $3 for the XM1014, and unfortunately, if we have to hit the AUG, it's only $1.50. I've been waiting for this trade up. Hopefully, we can hit something perfect. Drop a like if you have not already, and make sure you check out today's sponsor, Skinland. But give me the countdown of 3, 2, 1, and... let's go! That is exactly what we're looking to see. Second best outcome, $17 profit. That gives us a grand total of $25.51. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.